I'm Doug.
I'm Joe.
I'm Kevin.
I'm Andy, and we are
Taddy Porter.
It's amazing. It's like it's what you want your whole life, you know. And we finished the album in September.
Yep.
So we've had to wait a long time. Like the release date kept getting pushed back. So we've been anticipating it for a very long time. So it's very, very great to have it finally out there.
Agreed. It's a relief.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, I think so, because we hear like people like have commented. You know, a lot of people are hearing it for the first time. So
Yeah, and it's like,
Yeah.
hey, people like this. Oh yeah, that's right. That's why we were doing
we've
this.
had our single out for a while. So
Yeah.
and as much as we like that song, it's nice to have all of the songs out there too.
Agreed.
It's pretty cool though too to go to a show and see people that know the lyrics. That was one of the things that we've started to see, and it's like, holy crap, people are actually buying the album and or getting it somehow.
Yeah.
I have to say, it's like a drug. It's like an adrenaline. It's like an adrenaline. Whenever you're seeing that they know your songs, I would say, for me, it's like first time it happened to me, I got goosebumps, and it was immediate. Like you know, whatever we're doing is working. You know, people are learning our lyrics, so it's good. It's yeah.
We got lucky. No.
Well, it was kind of hard. I mean, we did a lot of like kind of live recordings with it and everything. The drums were done in like a really big room with, you know, 1,000 different microphones and different stuff. I mean, we tried different things, and it was a lot of fun. That's for sure. It was cool just to get to try everything out and see what everything sounds like and try to get to that same live sound and energy.
I think our producer knew what we were going for, and so he had a big hand in helping to shape how big it actually turned out to sound, because previous times when we go to the studio, that's the sound that we wanted, but with the budget and the time that we had to go in there, is like we get the CD back and it's like, cool, yeah, that's our music, but it's not the way that we wanted it to sound. And this CD, when we got it, we were like, holy crap, now that's what we wanted to sound like.
It gave us time to try out different amps and sounds to, like, before we recorded it was like such a fast thing. Like this time we got to like try out different amps and combine different guitar tones and stuff to get it to sound more like us live, I guess.
Yeah, you weren't rushed or pressured. Like, it wasn't like, okay, I asked my dad for birthday money this month and I got this, and we got one day to go in there and do 4 songs. And so it's like, oh, you messed up there, well, you'll see that in the recording because we don't have time to go back. And there wasn't a lot of room for experimenting. Like, there's a lot of weird stuff that we'd like to put in, and just sound effects and different things that you could play with that we didn't have a chance to really do until we got to do this album, and it was like,
What's next? It's mainly touring, but while we're touring, we're constantly like writing
New material.
Yeah, I mean, we already
have
a ton of songs just kind of sitting around, and a ton of other ideas that will be formed into songs eventually. But I mean, it's a continuous process. You know, I mean, I think when you're in a band and once you start writing material together, you don't really stop. Like it's even if you have a record out.
I was just say the songs that are on our first album were written whenever I was like 21 years old. 21. It was just years ago when we first met, so we were pretty much just feeling each other out musically whenever we first wrote these songs. So gradually, as you see the years have come by, we've been able to practice them and kind of work them out live and everything. But still, like in the songs we write now, I feel, anyways, that they've come a long ways from where we first started writing songs and to where we are right now.
Yeah, I think they're just
By the time we got signed, I think we were still forming our sound. I guess we still are even now.
Yeah, we still are. We probably still always will be.
Right.
the new songs
We'll never really be satisfied.
have a little bit more attitude to them.
We're rocking.
Before when we wrote the other songs, it was like, well, we're living in a college town, like we're going to bars every night, like, oh, playing music is fun. And then it's like, you get out on the road and you learn it's pretty hard and all the stuff that you have to do, and so being a little bit more seasoned, that comes across in our music more.
Agreed.
And our lives were different too. As far as back then, we all had lived in one place, and we weren't like constantly in a van traveling down the road 10 hours a night.
Yeah.
So
Little changes.
The good parts.
I think we've all made each other better, play better. Like if something is like too hard for us to play, we want the other guy to know that we can do it, so we'll go that extra mile.
In each member, there's a certain type of something you can take. I would say from Joe, I'd probably take maybe like a work ethic, maybe like maybe and Gary would be like the continual wildness of like a rock and roll band, the energy of Kevin. That's it. And then that's what I take. And then we're just trying to make it all. We all take that from like I take parts from Kevin, like when we have a live show, we go nuts. And Joe, like when we first start playing, like the way that he plays guitar, like makes me want to play the guitar better. It's like to be up to his caliber. And
This guy's got some mean pipes on him too. So if I want anybody to listen to my guitar while we're playing, I'm gonna have to like do something crazy.
This is what I've noticed. I grew up with sisters, and I'm not comparing these guys to sisters, but like it's a family. Like you get to know like a family, and everyone's little things that each person does. Little I don't know, I want to say kinks or something. Just like you find out what people's pet peeves are, and you're just like it's kind of get to knowing a family, and it's like bettering your social skills pretty much because you're around these people and like. If you can make it work and be on happy with each other all the time, it's the learning experience.
Definitely, yeah. I mean, all of it's learning. That's definitely it. I'd say
The people
most I've
skills
learned
thing,
is
that's a
just
good
growing.
point. Because we're like meeting new people every day. Like we have a show almost every night. So it's like you don't have any time. You pretty much lose all the time to yourself. So it kind of forces you to like get to where you can, I don't know, enjoy almost any social environment or whatever.
It's good because it's either
Kind of makes you come out of your shell a little bit.
It does.
I think I've learned how to be by myself and not need constant entertainment. It's like we're with these guys all the time, but there's sometimes when you just like want to be by yourself, and so you'll just go off and I don't know.
Enjoy a book.
Yeah, like just read in the van, like do something quiet by yourself where it doesn't have to be a blaring rock and roll lifestyle all the time.